Holy cow. 7 of you got. Oh, man. Darn it. Hold on. Hey, yo. You guys are the best. Like, seriously. You guys that come in and hang out. Really. So tonight's live stream is going to be not sponsored, but, liquidated by Natty Bo. So one of my friends, I helped him partially install a lift on his truck, and he brought beer. So I had beer left over, so tonight we drink Natty Bo. So what's good, everybody? Hold on, let me see who is here. Jonah Perez. All right, let's see. Let me get back and excuse me. Look and see who is in the room. I'm trying to get the comments up over here on my laptop so that it'll be a little easier for me to see. Come on. That's live control. Let's see if I can get this to work. Usually I try to have this already done. I apologize. Let's see. Edit, share, no. Live. I guess if I went up to my channel, I could probably see it. I don't know why I can't see it. All right, I might just have to do the live stream or do the comments and stuff from my phone. Holy cow, there's a lot of folks. Come on. Bear with me one moment, please. All right, let's go live streaming. Let's try this again. Live control room. And all right, might just have to do this the old-fashioned way. All right, so Rob Perez, we got Chuck in the building. Eric, how you doing? John, hello. Eric, yes, man. 9,900. Tom, what's good, man? I'm so glad to see you. I was a little worried. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yo, where's Tom been? Like, did I piss Tom off? Did I say something to make you angry? Oh, yeah. Jonah Perez, how you doing? Roberto Price, how you doing? We got Ricer from Dead Broke Barbecue. What's good with you, sir? Rel L. It's like redundant as the day is long. Rel L. Nah. I am good. Let's see if I can. Oh, here we go. Live now. And I will mute that and get into the comments. Okay, so finally catching me on live, man. First timer. Oh, we'll be gentle, Jonah. I promise we'll be gentle. Joaquin, how you doing? James, yes, it was a good day. Fly, Eagle Fly, definitely. Marquise, what's up? Merrill says Seattle weather won't act right. He can't use his SDS. Benji, hilarious. Too much wood, said no woman ever. Eric, man, what's good? What you been up to? This is another one. I guess it was too much Eagles talk for you. You just had to like bail out. Grew a beard while you were away. Pictures or it didn't happen. You know my email address. Hey, we got Jack. Well, Beers Jack of Barbecue. What's good with you, sir? Make sure you're drinking. That's one down. And we're 5 minutes in. Shoot. Need a vacation from your vacation. Eric Smith, how you doing, man? Jack, Betty, hello. Oh, my gosh. Oh no. Hopefully she's doing better this week, Jack, than she was last week. Joaquin, life is good. Fantasy Barbecue, what's going on? Hey, yo! Yo, y'all kill me. Dan Golden checking in from North Carolina. All right, so where's everybody? Where's everybody checking in from? Let's, with the whole reason we want to talk to and tell everybody where we are is in case some of you guys need to talk to each other. If you're living close to each other, you can network and help each other out. Eric says I'm dead. Yeah, right, Eric. Whatever. Big ups to all the Erics in the house. So there's at least 2, maybe 3 of you right now. All the Erics just comment E down below. And Jay said, "What's up, barbecue fam? Jay, what you cooking tonight, man?" Yes, that beer did hit the spot. I've been waiting all afternoon to drink it. Yes, Eric, I know all about that, man. Baseball. My son is in baseball right now. My middle son, taste tester number 2, and when those games and those practices get canceled, it's like I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself tonight. You be sitting there like, but I would be taking him to practice, and I would be sitting twiddling my fingers while he's at practice. But I can accomplish this, and I can do that, and then what do you end up doing? Nothing. I know. Oh man, Roberto Price said, checking in from Georgia. Jay is East Los Angeles, Richmond, Indiana. Joaquin's in Suffolk, Virginia. Dead Broke Barbecue is Dead Broke Barbecue of Wisconsin, so he's checking in. Swig and Smoke, cheers, definitely. Where? Eastern Pennsylvania. Like Delaware County, Chester County, Bucks County, Lancaster County, Wichita, Kansas. Kevin! Dodge City, Kansas, by way of Wilmington, Delaware. That's interesting. North Carolina, and you got another Indiana. Chuck is also in Indiana. St. Louis and STL is in the house. Tyler, what up with you? Webster, Mass. Webster, Mass is in the building. Eric, we got another E here. South Texas, Seattle, Washington. Uh-oh, Jay said his wife is cooking tonight. Nice. Lakewood is at Washington? Holy cow. Huh. Kansas City, the barbecue capital of the world. Oh boy, here we go with that again. Next best thing. What's good, man? How you doing? Born and raised in Philadelphia, though I live in Baltimore. Okay. All right. I spent some time up in Lehigh. I had when I was in high school, I had indoor. I did indoor up at Lehigh University. Other than that, Quakertown. I spent some time Quakertown. Oh, why am I drawing a blank here? It wasn't Quaker. Allentown. We spent some time in Allentown. We would go up to Allentown, and we were like celebrities up in Allentown because we were from Philly. It was hilarious. Like, yo, they from Philly. Man, Massachusetts. All right, we got. How's Massachusetts the littlest state in the country, and there's like 4 of you guys from Massachusetts here. Eric, I can't answer questions like that, man. Eric Smith, let me point this out. I can't and don't answer questions like that for obvious reasons. There's some things I need to keep for myself. There are some ones that I buy. The ones that I buy, I I don't talk about, but I do doctor them up just slightly for the most part. It might be, you know, combination of ones or the other. But any ones that I do talk about are usually ones that, you know, I don't have any stake in or anything like that. John, how you doing? John's from Florida. I do know that. El Boogie's in New Jersey. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. All right. So we got a couple Wisconsin. Plenty of Massachusetts. There's a Delaware head. Mr. Potter says Bay Bridge headed back to Delaware. All right. Got the plug on the briskets. That's what's up, Marquise. You who's cooking meth? Washington State is definitely in the house. There was a couple of them too. Valparaiso? Where is that? Cooking on the smoker, baking cheeseburgers, smoking them in the hickory. All right. Yeah, I know where. I grew up in Philly, man. I'm good with the geography. I know where you are. That Mason jar barbecue was pretty good, definitely. Where's Big Steve at? He's the star of the show for tomorrow's video. Cherry, yes. Pecan or pecan, no. There's not much pecan around pecan where I am. So I've talked about this and I talk about this all the time. I cook with woods that are local to me. I don't go above and beyond to try and source and or get different woods. But perfect segue. So Tom, where are you? All right, definitely. Kentucky, Eric is it? There is an Eric in the building from Kentucky as well. Trying to make good barbecue in Massachusetts. Well, where in Mass are you? I'll be up there next week. Next week I go fishing. All right, Markel, that's what's up, man. Thank you. Did I cry Sunday evening? Why? All right, Eric, come on, man, send it from Eric from Baracho Barbecue. Perfect timing. You know we're going all in tonight. You know what I think it is. Last week the pints were flowing like one can. Well, two cans is like a pint pretty much. So I'm on number 3. All right, let's see. Pecan is the way to go. Never. John put out a friendly reminder. He said there are 44 folks watching and only 17 thumbs up. Smash that like button. Thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button for me. Not only does it just make me feel good, it also helps the channel immensely. HAS, what's up, everybody? West Tennessee in the house. All right. Thinking about getting Oklahoma Joe Bronco. Saw him in person yesterday, and it got my interest. I have to look it up. I guess let's see here. So let's talk about this. Tom, where are you, man? Pecan especially good, and Georgia, of course, is between peaches and pecans. There's nothing else. New Bedford, Massachusetts. Is that like on the 95 corridor between 95 and then whatever it is that goes out to the Cape? Because I am going to be on the Cape next week. Beam says I use a lot of wood, but he doesn't get a smoke ring. So the smoke ring is it's counterintuitive. The lower the amount of smoke you see, the higher the possibility of getting a smoke ring. But one of the other things too, I see Steve from Fort Worth. All right, so the colder the meat, the higher your smoke ring, or the deeper your smoke ring is going to be. Look up something called the Maillard reaction, and the Maillard reaction is when the outside temperature and the inside temperature, they meet and they become almost the same, like the outside warms up the inside. That bit where it is colder on the inside, excuse me, colder on the inside than it is on the outside is where that pink line gets or is, and that's the smoke ring. So, but that's what it is. I've always found. Now there are some folks that'll tell you, and you know, it seems to be proven that celery seeds will help give you nitrates, and the nitrates will help give you that pink ring on smoked meats as well. Tom C from Webster, Mass. But so Tom is a patron, okay? And if you haven't already, if you look in the description, you can sign up and become a patron as well. But I put it out there that those of you guys who become patrons up to a certain tier, you can help dictate these live streams by wanting to talk about what or asking questions or helping to guide the conversation. So Tom asked a question. He said, why, if you're using lump charcoal, do you need to add extra splits or extra wood? And that got me thinking. So that's why we're talking tonight about too much wood when it comes to cooking. Not like Benji talked about. But, so is there a thing as too much wood when you're cooking? So what do you guys think? So comment down below and let's get this discussion popped off. So, all right, Eric, that's what's up. So again, I don't have many peach trees. I have a peach tree in my yard, but it's a healthy peach tree, and I'm not really cutting anything off. All right, so Beam says it changes the taste. What changes the taste? Adding more wood or more splits? Sean, how you doing this evening? It's so good to see, the familiar faces and names. I really, really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Really, greatly appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Let's see. So Eric has an old country Pico smoker, I think that's what he's saying, and I've seen it in videos. If you haven't, check out Eric's channel. Let's see. Hickory is the only wood that you get a really good smoke flavor for some reason on brisket. So hickory is a strong flavor. That's why you're getting it. And beef is going to, because it's so thick and not thick, because it's a strong flavored meat by itself. It's going to take a stronger flavored wood to give it a like mind-blowing smoke flavor. But I don't mind the subtle smoke flavor of oak. But so Jay says he likes chunks over logs. Okay. I kind of think is whatever you're cooking with. Jonathan says meat quits taking smoke between 135 and 165 degrees. After that, yeah. Tom, that's an interesting point. Tom says he found about 25% of the lump is not burned through. It's still unburned wood on the inside. Now, I don't know what particular brand of lump are you speaking about, Tom, because most of the pieces that I get are pretty well burned. Oh man, sorry. My day started this morning at 4:30. Wouldn't notice his bitter taste. So, Beam, if you are getting a bitter taste and you're in your smoke, you're over smoking. You're burning a dirty fire. Counterintuitive again, and I've talked about this before. When you are smoking meat, you do not actually want to see thick, heavy white smoke. That is the enemy. That is the devil. Charcoal at the end, but it's a bit more expensive. Well, so Kevin, it kind of depends on where you are geographically, or how you source your wood, as to the cost of it. Because I know for me, a cord of wood costs me about $200, and it's easier for me and cheaper for me to buy charcoal than it is for me to burn up actual wood. One of the other things too, the vast majority of my smokers run just fine on charcoal, with the exception of Bessie. Bessie is my smoker that can and will run solely on wood. All right, let's see. Joaquin says his current smoker, he uses a mixture of hickory and I guess King's fir briquettes, and no, nothing wrong with that. I like the hickory pellets. I've never actually used hickory wood or chunks. Just I don't really go out of my way to buy it, because I'm buying wood that I need. It's a lot more oak and things like that. But I've talked about that before. Looked at them. Eric, no comment. Eric Smith, no comment. I see that I have to get more specific talking about the Erics, or talking to the Erics. And Tom says Walmart's finest. All right, so you're probably doing like a Royal Oak or a Pioneer or a Cowboy, something like that. I haven't found any problems with it, but then again, I'm not like breaking the pieces in half or anything like that. So, Tom, what was the last thing that came out of the drum that you won? Tell us about it. Make everyone else envious. Uh, yeah, but so Chuck is saying that I don't know what Benji said in the beginning, but Chuck is replying to Benji. He said that he has to disagree. He says he and a lot of other professional smokers use 100% wood. I mean, though I don't call myself a professional, I consider myself a professional, and I'd be willing to put anything up against anything, and you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference because of the fact that I use a mixture of the briquettes, lump, and then splits to get my flavor. If really, to me, it doesn't make a difference. And now it also depends on which smoker I am using, or which combination of smokers I'm using. And they use, you'll never see a bag of charcoal because they get access to wood and it's much less expensive, which was back to my point from a few minutes ago. I need to crash out, yeah, but yeah. Going to sleep. It's for the birds. Yep, dirty smoke will definitely give you a dirty, bitter flavor. Use charcoal to start the fire and just start throwing wood in. Jay, there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. I used to get Bessie started by putting down like a couple splits and then putting lit charcoal on top and in, until I started using the burners to get the weed burners to get the fire going. But whatever floats your boat, whatever works, man. Joaquin, it's all right. I too have fat fingers. Where's Kirk? Kirk said something earlier, and it like I was like, what is he talking about? What? Then it was like, oh, he made a comment on a video about the cutting a hole in the table. He asked me, could I put the big green egg in the stainless table too? And I'm like, nah, it's not gonna really work. That big green egg is heavy. So it wouldn't work sitting down it wouldn't work in that table that I have there. Also, I think in order for me to cut a hole in the big green egg to fit down into, the big green egg would end up sitting higher because of the fact that it's wider than the Weber kettle. Eric from Eric's Barbecue and More, clean burn, clean burn, clean burn. If you see smoke, you're not doing it right. Hey yo, Luke Alamadas, how you doing? We got Paul Adams in the house. Thank you, sir, for being a patron. Chuck, thank you for being. I mean, not Chuck. Tom, thank you for being a patron. If you haven't already and would love to join the become a patron. So what I do is on Patreon, I post videos earlier. Goodness, I post those videos earlier than I do on the channel. Typically, the videos I upload the videos at least a day or so in advance, and those patrons get to see those videos early. The patrons also, depending on what tier you can do, there's a $3 tier, there's a $5 tier, and there's a $10 tier. The $3 tier is just like basically, hey, here's a couple dollars for some beer money. Thank you. We appreciate what you do. The $5 tier, you guys can help. You can see the videos early or see videos early, as well as you can help to determine things that I cook. And then the $10 tier, you guys can actually help determine the topics for the live stream, help determine things that I cook, and also see the videos early. So Tom and Paul have definitely taken advantage of that so far. They are the first, and any new video I post on Patreon first. So please join them and help support the channel. Lou, what's going on, man? Oh boy, spring concert. Cherrywood. I like cherry. So I had cherry and I had some red oak too. I really like. So M&M Smoker says I use oak and mesquite on my old Jambo and it will burn just right. He said now just use charcoal. And like M&M Smokers, how is your experience with just using charcoal? Jonathan says I cook with all wood, full open intake and exhaust, maintain heat by fire management. No real problems with too much wood, and wood taste wrap briskets around 160 to 180 and butcher paper with some pork butt. Same pork butts. You're right. Lou says he's a combo guy. He likes hickory with apple and pecan with cherry. Nothing wrong with that. I tell you guys that as far as wood and splits and things like that, I kind of go with what is available, and I'm no expert by any means in picking out and choosing the different types of woods that I use. I just know there's certain ones, they smell different, they burn differently, and I know which ones I like and which ones I don't like. So if I am in the midst of cooking, like unwrapped, I will try to stick with the oaks, the cherries, things like that. If I am at the point where I am trying to kick the heat up and get things done after everything's wrapped, then it doesn't matter what I throw into the fire. That's when I'll use like some locust or some mulberry or things like that. They burn a little differently, and I found that the locust and the mulberry in particular, burns a little dirtier than oak, and any fruit wood I've thrown in the fire does. Just bought a cord of cherry wood last weekend. Also bought a moisture meter to check the dryness. It's less than 10% now. That's what's up, man. I might have to look into that. Did you? Jeff said he used, or Ricer said he used Walmart's Royal Oak Lump yesterday. Was it the big chunk lump? Because I saw a commercial saying that they had some like big chunk lump or something like that. Eric Moreno says, don't know if you guys know, but Opaco smokers are made in Mexico, close to the border. Okay. So Roberto says mesquite gave an overpowering smoke taste with his pork. Apple was a better taste. So as far as smoke flavors and tastes and smells, the you're funny. I think Paul just said Blaze. He wants Blaze for a name for the Weber. So he is answering a question ahead of time because he's a patron and knows what the question was. Anyway, I don't particularly care for mesquite. Mesquite was it like even burning the pellets, getting the smoker start, getting the Traeger started. I didn't like how it smelled. I liked the apple, and I liked the hickory. Uh, some of the competition pellets, excuse me, were a combination of like hickory, oak, and something else. But I like that one too. Lou says, I use lump with chunks. How much? That's the magical question. I can never figure it out. Lou, I completely understand. Yeah. So Tom says he's never had a bad cook on the drum. Perfect temperature control. He uses Kingsford briquettes, and 3 good-sized wood chunks. Oak or apple are his favorite. John said, "Hit the like button." He's gonna throat punch you if you don't hit the like button. That seems to be a popular threat nowadays. Throat punching. Where is Alton? Alton brought out the throat punch, and like the week before, Philip DeFranco started talking about throat punching folks. So, Alton, wherever you are, if you're watching this later, big shout out to you. Yes, so Jonathan Underwood, no pun intended, says the key is to run the cooker how it is designed. That right there, my friend. Remember in iRobot, and Will Smith's character was asking the robot questions from the professor or whoever, and the whole thing was he had to ask the right question. That, my friend, is the right mentality to go into it, because you can't run your Weber the same way you would the Big Green Egg. And I can't run the Big Green Egg the same way I would Vicky. And I can't run Vicky the same way I would Bessie. Each smoker, each cooker, each grill, however you call it, whatever you're going to say, you have to run it specifically for that device. That being said, some smokers, some grills, some cookers will allow you to like load them up with wood, walk away, and they'll be like, "Oh, all right, you want me to do this? Yeah, I'll hold this, maintain this temperature here." But then other ones will be like, boom, 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 and you have to, just like someone said, they leave the dampener wide open, they leave the exhaust wide open, and they manage their fire by what wood they're putting into the smoker. Definitely. Jack says, and remember, guys and gals, don't forget to add the pack of Camel smokes to your fire, just like Jack does. Everybody can't be cool like you, Jack. So Jack swears that anytime he cooks anything, it smells and tastes like a pack of Camel cigarettes. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Jack, you might have to send me something, because I don't believe you, man. I think Jack is just being modest. So Tom says his last cook was ribs and chicken sausage, no problems even in the cold weather. Tom, definitely, I'm happy it went. I'm happy that drum. So in case you guys didn't know, I held a sweepstakes, and it was basically you bought a sticker, and it was a chance to win a drum that I made. Tom won the drum, and Tom has been cooking on a drum. I delivered it to him, and he is enjoying it. So, I don't know. Would you guys want to see something or do something like that again? The last time I did it, I lost money on it. I'm not even going to lie. I lost money on it, but it's okay, because the whole thing was, I'm very happy to see that drum went to someone who was actually putting it to good use, and someone who is a part of the family, and I'm just excited to be able to do something like that. That's my way of saying thank you to you guys. Jay says it's not the smoker, it's the cook. Dash, you're an amazing cook. Man, I'm a fat boy and I like fire. I like cooking with fire. So I guess it just kind of works itself out. Hey, Sean, thank you so very much, man, for hanging out. What is it? Cabulous says, have you seen a difference in wrapping butts and briskets with straight foil versus putting them in an aluminum foil pan and covering them with foil? Yes, the moisture capture is definitely greater. The amount of au jus that you can capture and retain and keep in an aluminum pan is 100% versus what might ooze out, what might drip out from the foil when you just wrap stuff in foil, and definitely much greater than if you wrap it in butcher paper. Stephen Hauser says cherry and hickory is what his backyard is blessed with. He says he burns a lot of both. Nothing wrong with that, good brother, and I completely understand. I told you guys, or I talk to you guys all the time, talking about the apple trees I have in my yard. Whenever one of those branches falls or we have a big windstorm, I'm the first person out there cutting stuff up. And I just chuck pieces of wood down on the side of the house next to my grills, and I throw them in the fire whenever necessary. The cook I do tomorrow, or the video that you'll see tomorrow, you'll see a piece of one of the apple limbs that I just kind of picked up, put on the side of the house. It's just been sitting there for a while. Um, Paul says you guys should do and should, I guess it should go and support Dash. I appreciate that, Paul, man. Yeah. So Beers Jack Barbecue says he uses a combination of lump depending on the meat, and it's how he choose which smoke wood to add. So he says I use hickory, apple, and cherry. I like those definitely. Um, I do like hickory. I'm finding that I like hickory more for the pellets as far as getting some sort of smoke flavor. When I did the apple, it was rather faint, and but nothing wrong with that. It was still good. Dan Golden says I've been barbecuing for 30 years, use a stick burner, and can use almost any wood. Use the smell and taste to burn accordingly. You know what's crazy? Dan, I said that different woods smell differently. And I said that before, and I remember there was somebody that was like, but I'm glad that I'm getting confirmation that you too can smell the differences between the different types of woods. It's crazy, but they burn differently. Um, yep. So Eric Moreno says Lowe's had a special on Royal Oak charcoal briquettes for $4 in a 15-pound bag. I walked past that the other day. I was in Lowe's with my wife on Mother's Day, and it was not about me, it was about her. So I bought nothing grill or barbecue related, and I have not been back. So unfortunately. Plus, I just got those bags of charcoal. I have 6 35-pound bags of lump charcoal I got from Costco for $16 a piece. I'm good for a little while. Benji says he mixes cherry and hickory splits. His customers love the flavor, and he likes the color the cherry gives. I agree. I like that. I like the cherry. Definitely, definitely. Oh my gosh, I think I'm 10 minutes behind the comments. I apologize. Paul says he's got to lead by example. Information in chat and good times worth every penny. Well, Tom, thank you so very much. I'm going to try to catch up on the comments right now. Oak gives some flavor. Oh my gosh. A cord of cherry was only $60? Goodness gracious. Around here, you can get a cord of oak or a cord of mixed wood. I get a cord of mixed wood for $175. If I wanted a specific fruit wood, it's going to be up over 200. 2.25, 250 maybe. Let's see, 2 bags, 18 bags for $8. Not a bad deal. That's what's up. Tom says he has to use birch. I can't imagine birch. Birch would, I don't know. Oh, well, Marquise, thank you. Toronto 59, Milwaukee 51 at the half. Tyler says wood pellets are 100% wood. I agree. The bag of chunk. Wendy. Oh boy. Here we go. Remember to split the log and then check the moisture meter to get an accurate measure of the reading. All right. Wilma. My vote for the name of the Weber is Wendy. All right. Oh my goodness. You guys are catching on. Well, Jeffrey, thank you very much for your daughter and yourself for watching. I really appreciate it. Wendy Weber. Oh boy. We'll see. Joaquin says he'd love another chance for a drama. Delivered to Wisconsin. Jeff, Ricer, I said that in the video, as far as how far I would drive, if I could get there and back in a day, great. If I could get there and back in a weekend, better. But I mean, I'm down to drive, man. You know, make it worth my while. I'll come out to Wisconsin. Shoot. Oh, Eric says 9,903 subs. Am I gonna do a 10,000 giveaway? I would love to. The only problem is I am broker than a smoker on the 31st of the month. Real talk. I want to. So, Rob sent in some like air vents for an ugly drum smoker, and I just haven't had the time. Like this last couple weeks has been kind of crazy. And I haven't had time to make, like, I actually have one I've been commissioned to make, and I have been waiting on parts. The parts that I ordered came in today, so I can actually get started. So I'm a little behind the 8 ball. I would love to give one away for 10,000. I just don't know exactly how I'm going to make that work, but we shall see. We shall see. Tyler says, I used cherry pellets for a long time and went to hickory and was really a game changer. I didn't think there was much difference, but there totally is. All right. I'll keep that in mind, Tyler. Appreciated that. Jay says he started using pans because of me, and he said, man, I'll never use foil again. Well, Paul says, after watching my videos, I like to wrap with foil and put them in a foil pan. Perfect. How about Wakanda? Cherry and mesquite smell the best to me. I agree. I love don't like the smell of mesquite, but I love the smell of cherry. Definitely love the smell of cherry. Cane Corso, like the dog Cane Corso. Yeah, all right. You can definitely smell the difference. It's a yep. Marquisa. I don't know why I don't have a big ass nose, but my nose is all right. Okay, so I'm catching up here on the comments. Please, please, please bear with me. Barajo says, I smoke with the tears of his competition and win. Okay. Oh, okay. Uh, Joey Bones says he mixes pecan and cherry. It's a good combination. All right. Paul says he gets the wood chunks from Home Depot. Nothing wrong with that, man. Definitely. Different woods absolutely burn differently. Some burn hotter and faster. Others cooler and slower. Kind of like the difference between briquettes and lump. I don't know about. I wouldn't go that far, only because the difference between, like, you should only be smoking and cooking with hard woods, and those hard woods should burn similarly. But the difference between briquettes and lump to me is the filler in the briquettes is what slows the burn down. So that's the only difference. But I do notice there are some woods that definitely burn differently. But yeah. Paul says he smokes in his Weber. Jonathan says, don't care to smoke food on the grating eggs. It's just a different flavor. What do you think? I know you have. So Jonathan, I don't either. Tom says Wanda Weber. All right, we got wait, hold on. Crap, we have Wendy. Was that the one? Wendy. We have Wanda. I need to write these names down and then maybe put it to a vote. Notepad. Wendy. Wanda. All right, keep them count. Wilma. I saw Wilma. Wilma. Sean the Sheep, how you doing? Wanda, got that one down. All right, so Jonathan. Oh, Jonathan. So he says he doesn't care to smoke food on a big green egg, just a different flavor. So even with the diverter, what I found is that meat, whatever the drippings from the meat hit the ceramic plate, and it hits at the ceramic plate and it burns, and that grease just gives the food a little slight burnt taste. It's like a burnt grease taste. So what I found and what I've been doing recently is putting a water pan underneath whatever it is I'm cooking. And that has completely knocked that away. And I find that was the thing that I was missing, more or less, or the thing that was off-putting, more or less. So maybe try putting like a catering half pan underneath of whatever it is you're cooking, filled with halfway, 3/4. I apologize, 3/4 of water, and like night and day as far as flavor. 4J says, looking for a name for the new grill. I guess it's a 250-gallon propane tank. So for John from 4J's Barbecue, what I found is the grills kind of name themselves. The smokers kind of name themselves. Like they each have a personality, and then I can equate that personality to something or someone that I know, and then I name accordingly. Let's see here. We are going to, yeah. All right. So Eric says, Willona, you old enough? From like Good Times? Eric? Golly, a 4-hour drive. Jay, you be easy, sir. Thanks for hanging out. Tom, yeah, man, send it. Charlotte, like Charlotte's Web for the Weber. All right, let's put that one down. Charlotte. CHARLOTTE. All right, Charlotte. That's good. Robert says Webster. All right. Winnie. Oh my gosh. Some of you guys are old enough to remember who Winnie Cooper is. Yeah. Spud Weber. All right, you know what's funny? I like Spud. I think, it was Muggsy Bowes. He was from Baltimore. Do a poll on the video. Bring it to a vote. I sure will, Ricer. That's a great tip, Dash, with the water pan with the big green egg. I need to tell my buddy about this. Dude, I tell you, it is a game changer. That was the thing. Like, I couldn't quite figure it out. And then I did some beef ribs, and I'm like, man, these things, like, they taste weird. Like, what is wrong? Like, it's weird. And then I did some pork shoulder, and the pork shoulder, because there's so much fat, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this also tastes weird. Like what is that with that? And then I put the water pan under it, and it was funny because one of you guys made mention or said something about why did I use a water pan, and I'm like, because I want to see if this makes a difference. And boy, oh boy, did it make a difference. Wilma Weber, we got another Wilma. Jeffrey says, Kingsford or Royal Oak Charcoal, man, they each have their purposes. To be completely honest with you, Jeffrey, mix them. I like them mixed. Kirk says, 3 Amazing Kirk, perfect name, no need for any other. The Amazing Kirk. Funny. You ever smoke corn in the cob in the smokers with different woods or charcoal? Just cooking on them. So James, I've cooked corn on a grill plenty of times. Never have I smoked it though. I just think I'm too impatient. Use water pan with a big green egg. Just as a spoon. Yep. Oh my gosh, Jonathan, so very much agree. But so Kirk, Natty Bowes tonight. What's up? You with me? I'm out. I gotta go get 2 more for my cozies. I'll be back. You guys keep commenting names for the new Weber down below. All right, any other names? Voodoo Rangers. All right, well, if that's what you are into, and I'm not a big Winona. Goodness gracious. I will add it to the list. W-Y-N-O-T-T-A. Winona? Huh. Alright. Martin says Peter Parker, the webhead. Alright. Winston. Kirk, maybe you aren't familiar. Maybe you're not familiar, but most of my grills and smokers all have female names. Female names. Let's see. Joaquin, that is funny. He votes hardware. For the obvious, reasons. That is funny. Gosh, if I could. Paul says Willie. Willie with a Y and not a U. Come on, fat fingers. Let's see what else we have here. So there are 35 of you guys on the live stream. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd definitely appreciate it. Kirk says Smokin' Weston. All right. And W-E-S-T-O-N. I'm going to write it down. Chris Timeout Weber. Oh, like Chris Weber. Okay. Come up with a name that references the lack of heart. All right, so Jonathan says you have to come up with a name that references the lack of hardware. Name. Eric says Wilhelmina. I grew up from a lady across the street. Her name was Wilhelmina. I will write it down. I'm writing everything else down. W-H W-I-L-E. Jeez. H-E-M-I-N-A. Wilhelmina. Alright, let's see. Miss Pieces. What about mistake? Miss Pieces. Paul says Wilma, just like Weber is old school, just like Wilma. I had Wilma down there already. So I'll put a little asterisk next to Wilma. So, Wendy, Wanda, Charlotte, Webster. I can't do guy names. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm taking Webster off the list. Winnie, Spud, Winona, or Winata, Winston, taking that one off too. Hardware, Willie, MacGyver, Walter. No guys' names, Eric. Eric Smith. No, we're not doing guys' names. Always a woman's name. Loosey goosey. That's funny. Willa Joe. Willa Joe. All right, we got another Wilhelmina. I'll put a means disorganized. What means disorganized? Ashley. Hmm. I used to sell food to Ashley. Made me think of her. I sold food to Ashley and her mom, actually. Weberlius? What? Big Steve? Hold on. Time out. Big Steve's in the building. Big Steve, you know what? I'm going to send you... I think I still have your email. Don't I still have your email? Big Steve. Big Steve sent out the seasoning. Bartholomew. No guys' names. No Berthas either. Gosh. Morgan. Morgan. So, I used to work Stainless Sally. Sally. I like Sally. Like custom. Colson. I like that one. He said Barbie. Colson, did you know that Jeff, you sir, WEDNESDAY. Huh. I like that one. Wednesday Weber. He said Wednesday for the Wednesday chat. Willa Joe Weber. I don't like the hyphen. I'm not country enough for hyphenated names. For like two names, let's put it that way, because my wife's name is actually hyphenated. But for like a Sarah Jean or a Sutton Joe. But I like Wednesday. That one's cool. So there's Wendy, Wanda, and I like the fact that you guys get it, that I like to do the whole alliteration thing with the names of the girls. So Tracy Traeger, Sammy is a big green egg, Vicky is the vertical smoker, Bessie is the badass smoker, the kick-ass smoker, Bernadette, she just burns everything. So I don't have a name for my wife's propane grill, but I pretty much refer to that one as my wife's outdoor oven. Oh, okay. All right, Jonathan, I get it. Loosey goosey means disorganized. Wobbly Weber, Miss Wobbly Wednesday Weber. Well, if you can't name her Wilma, dang it, that's my girl. All right. So Jeff Ricer says we can't name this one Wilma. Well, Wednesday. So wait, which one? I'm gonna take Wilma off the list, Jeff. Who said Kitty? Kitty Kettle. I like that one. Kitty. Tom says Wednesday sounds good. Quester J, how you doing, man? He likes Wednesday too. So let's see. Sally. What's not a guy's name, Eric? Hold on, let's see. Bartholomew is a woman's name? Banshee? Patricia Performance. That's a stretch, Kirk. Oh man, I think Wednesday might stick too. Rogers? Wednesday reminds me of course, Wednesday Addams. I already have a Sammy. So Sammy is the big green egg. That's because like the Sam I Am with the egg, the green eggs and ham. So that's how Sammy came about, and it's Sammie. Rasputia? No, sir. Wendelin Weber, the kettle that wobbles. Wow, Eric. Penelope? Not Penelope, like Penny. Virginia Slim after the smokes. uh, Wednesday reminds me of Rogers. Mildred. Yeah. Stainless Steffi. Project Patty. Alright. I'm going to put Patty down. Pattie. Though I know a Patty, and I don't think she would appreciate me calling my grill Patty. My grill Patty. Also makes me think of Jimmy Oak's mom. His mom's name is Patricia. So, Miss Patty. That's funny. But you guys, I'm telling you, when I was putting that grill together, I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder how long it's going to take for them to start wanting to talk about names. No. Big Steve. I can't even pronounce that. Weberlicious? I don't even know. We're kind of talking about names, Lou. Yes. So Lou's is Wendy. So Lou, one of the front runners. So Wendy was obviously up there. We have, all right, I'm gonna run through the list. So we have Wendy, Wanda, Charlotte, Winnie, Spud, because Spud, Wynata, Hardware, Willie. All guys' names are going off. So I'm going to just remove the guys' names and we're not going to mention them. So I have a name that references the lack of hardware. Wilhelmina, Miss Pieces, Loosey Goosey, Willa Joe. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to take that one out too. Ashley, Morgan, Sally. We have Barbie, Wednesday, Kitty Kettle, and Patty. So, yeah. Oh, Tyler says the Brewers are beating up on Philly tonight. Not what I wanted to hear, but okay. Gertrude, Nerdtrude, nope. Weberina, Hacked Up Hattie. That is a lot. That's a mouthful. Luce's Miss Pieces is pretty funny. All right, I like that one too. I did put a note, a little hash next to that one. All right. Hattie, BS Hot Kitchen, like delicious but Weberlicious. Okay. Chris Cooks, nah. Kimberly. Is that what it says? Kimberly Kettle. I can't. I know and really close with a girl named Kim. Nah, that one's not gonna fly. But I really appreciate your suggestions. Wynonna is another one. Samantha. Well, Samantha, thank you very much for chiming in. How about that? So no problem, Samantha. Eric, you here? Eric, you here, right? Baracho? I think that's you. So Samantha says, I'm Eric Serrano's wife. Hi, Eric Serrano's wife. Thank you for, you know what? Thank you for chiming in and saying hi. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you for watching. All of those things. She says she never does this, but he keeps talking about it. And on a real note, Charlotte, aka Charlotte's Web, because it's a Weber, is pretty awesome. Haha. Thanks for letting you chime in. Thank you for chiming in. Okay. Definitely. Charlotte is marked, and I will. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe we'll narrow it down. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chuck says Kitty Kettle, Cammy Kettle. Hold up, Willabelle. That is okay. I kind of like Charlotte too. Between Wednesday and Charlotte, those are my favorites. All right. So Jack says, let your neighbor name it. The one that got the hot dog off of it on the video. All right. Oh boy. Now here's all of the highs to Samantha. All right. Maybe I will let him know. But I will pick from some of the names. Like maybe I'll give him 5 names. Colson says no leg Leslie. Hot Hannah. I like Hannah. HANNAH. Yep. You guys remember that video where the guy shot Hannah, the girl, his daughter's laptop years back? Hannah, I'm doing this for your own good, Hannah. That was the whole thing I remember. His daughter's name was Hannah. He took his 45 because his daughter, all right. So I guess that's not your wife, Eric, from Baracho Barbecue, but I know Eric Serrano. Where is Eric? Dude, where you at? Maybe it's not. Maybe you're messing with me. I don't know. It's been too long of a day. Taste Test Express. That's a little bit too much to roll off the tongue quickly and easily. But anyway, anybody remember the guy? He was in like North Carolina and he took his 45 and he shot his daughter's laptop because she was on the internet, something like that. The mistress because she's secondhand. Nope. So Jonathan, I will always have the mistress. So in my intro, there is a video, or excuse me, there's a snippet of a Volkswagen Jetta towing a Weber Smoky Mountain. That car is affectionately known as the mistress. A friend of mine way back when, she gave my car that nickname, the mistress. She used to talk about how I spent more time in that car than anything, or talking about that car. So she was like, it's your mistress. And I was like, yep, I'm calling that car the mistress. And she was just joking, but good friend. And yeah. Anyway, so the mistress will always be my 2005 and a half Volkswagen Jetta TDI. The mistress, actually, my baby brother's driving the mistress nowadays. Free sample Sally. You must not know me. I don't do much free sampling. Kirk says, Catalina. Oh, Barajo says, JK, her shows are over, so now it's my time. Oh, so did she sign in and you signed out? Can you guys talk at the same time, like you comment and her comment, without having to log in and out? Is that how this works? Are you sharing the same device to comment on live stream? let's see. Yolanda. So James, I know a couple Yolandas. Can't do that one either. I don't want anybody to catch feelings or, be like, oh, you named your smoker after me. Nah, it really wasn't. It was my subscribers named the smoker. Jeffrey says, Mystique. Hey man, thank you very much, Jack or Beers Jack Barbecue for hanging out. I gotta get your name. So yeah. Sorry, Samantha. That was just too funny. So obviously you've been around, so Craig. All right, I will try to remember that, Craig. Craig from Friday. I will try to remember that. But that's hilarious, Samantha. Thank you very much for playing along. I appreciate it. Caden, what's going on, man? How you doing this evening? I sure did, Chuck. I sure did. I was gonna wait and see. I was like hoping that there would be more video, so I sent him a video myself about this Weber, but it didn't make the cut for this video. He said he'd put it in another video, but yeah, that's dope. You look like a lobster or some crawfish, Caden. But yes, Chuck, I did notice that, and I was like, "Oh, look at Chuck." Because when I saw it, I was like, that is Chuck's." And so I saw the picture of the outside of the smoker. Then I saw the picture of the inside of the smoker with the uncooked meat. And then I saw the picture of the cooked meat. Yep, I did notice and take notice. It was awesome. Yeah. So, winter, that's different. But I would spell it winter, Winter. Smoked salmon for the first time, and it was pretty good. What, Caden? Man, smoked salmon is phenomenal. The only problem is, see, if I did it, then you would have been like, yo, that's great. But since someone else did it, they didn't. It's all about the seasoning too. That's helpful. Bangoso Broso, what's good, man? How you doing? Been a minute since I've seen you in a live stream too. I feel like I'd be falling out of your favor. Like you guys be like, nah, I'm not getting a live stream tonight. Nah, I'm not getting a live stream tonight. So I'm glad to see you guys. I've not that I miss you guys, but I'm glad to see you guys come back in and chat and hang out. Like this really is a good time for me. Hopefully it is for you as well. And I completely understand being busy. I have been busy too. So does anybody appreciate the fact that I put up an extra video today? Jimbo, how you doing, man? Life definitely gets busy, Joaquin. Joaquin, hold on, time out. How you feeling, man? I know you remember you fell and it is like a homecoming. We got Tom on here. We got Eric on here. Wait. Which Eric? Yeah, Eric Moreno. He hasn't been on in a while. I gotta make sure I get the names right. There's too many daggone Erics. He used to be cool when it was just like one Eric, maybe two Erics. But now we have Eric Smith, we have Eric from Eric's Barbecue, we got Eric from Baracho Barbecue, we have Eric Moreno, Eric Serrano. It's like all the Erics. Waverly, the gang of E's, yep. There is always a bunch of Erics. Between Erics and Michaels. How many Michaels are there? Just comment like M. Alright. Well, Joaquin, that's what's up, man. Glad to hear you're doing better. Cypress, Texas. What's going on, man? Mr. Pena. Oh, glad you made it and glad you were able to hang out. Wanda, we have Wanda. Maybe you missed it. Us Erics love some barbecue. Sure. There's a joke in there, and I'm just gonna let it be. I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna show some self-control. I'm gonna show some restraint. I don't want to upset any of the Erics. Juanita. So if I were to do a Juanita, it would be Junita. Juanita. Good friend of my mom's. Actually, this lady, we don't know what happened to her. Kind of think she might have passed away. My mom actually asked me to try to find out what was going on. My mom sent her a Christmas card or birthday card last year, October. Her birthday is right around the time of mine. My mom sent her a card, and the card was sent back basically saying that the person was no longer at that address. And my mom was like, "Can you try to find out what, She's like, "Go on the internet and try to find Juanita for me." And I couldn't find a trace. Like, I was looking at death records and all types of stuff, and I couldn't find her. So I don't know what happened. But anyway, Juanita, if anything, it will be Junita. All right, Caden, hit us with a couple forward jokes. Samantha, thank you so very much for hanging out. Do not be bashful. Be the voice of reason. Come on in and keep us all straight. Keep us on the straight and narrows. So, but you're more than welcome to come in and chime in. Do not be bashful. I'm sure you know Eric, obviously. Definitely would appreciate some feedback and some commenting from you. No Berthas. I will never name anything Bertha. I know a Bertha, and I'm not going to do that. I just won't. Lou, I'll tell you what, to be completely honest with you, we really think she passed away. Hey, Eric, thank you so very much. Eric Moreno, I got to be careful because there's like 13 Erics in here. So, yeah. Yes, Eric, thank you so very much for hanging out. Definitely appreciate you stopping in and popping by. You take great care. Love to see you again. You ever cook mutton? I have a guy from North Carolina requesting to cook it. Everything I need seems to be vinegar-based mop. My pit, just a big mess. So, Jonathan, I tell you what, this is what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna get that one person that's gonna want something, and you're either gonna have to conform or you're gonna tell them no. I had a girl years ago. She said, "I need minced barbecue." I'm like, I don't even know what the hell minced barbecue is. I need minced barbecue in a worse way. And I'm like, what's minced barbecue? She's like, it's minced barbecue. I'm like, but what is it like that? So I had to do my research. I did my research. Minced barbecue is pulled pork, but it's minced. It's like chopped finely. And not only is it chopped finely, there's vinegar and red pepper flakes and stuff like that. And I wasn't into it. I looked and found the recipe and I said, listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little piece of this pork shoulder that I'm going to cook the normal way I cook it, and I'm going to prepare the majority of this pork shoulder the way I cook it, right? I said, but you've been bugging me from minced barbecue, minced barbecue, minced barbecue. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little piece of this pork shoulder that I cooked, and I'm gonna put a little bit of vinegar and or whatever else it needed in it, apple cider vinegar and some other things. But the main things I remember: apple cider vinegar, red pepper flake. So I said, oh, I'm gonna add it to it, and then you can taste it and tell me if it's good or not. So I gave her like half a pound of the, and I think I told her, I said, look, you buy a pound of the way I make it, and then I'll make you a pound of the way you want it, right? One of those type deals. This was early on when I was doing barbecue, and I gave it to her, and she said, nah, that minced is. She's like, it's not right. It's not right. It's not right. I'm like, sorry. She said, but you're pulled pork. She's like, it's good. I was like, thank you. Like, thank you. Pat me on myself on the back. All right. So yeah, it's one of those things, man. So Tyler, my wife was here in the chat a few weeks ago, and it wasn't that bad, and it helped, keep us. It provided comedy. That's what it is. Do we want them? Maybe not. Will we like what happens in the comedic everything? Quite possibly. Deuces, Caden. No guys' names. Jack, thanks. I appreciate that, Jack. Yeah, there really are a lot of Erics in here. Okay, yeah, I know, man. So she told me she was gonna catch me up on what's going on with them, but I don't know. I don't pry, I don't meddle or anything like that. But I think she's doing. I think they're doing well, and it was a move for the best. So yeah. No, I'm not naming the Weber Eric. No, there will not be any Erics in the naming of. No, I see what you did there, Eric. No, not even Erica. No. No. You're so fun. Yo, Eric the Wobbly. Yo, you guys are. That's it. No, it's not. I'm telling you, I really like Charlotte and I like Wednesday. William. Thanks, Lou. Exactly. No, Erica. No, I'm not giving him the set. I'm not. No. No, this is like here a thumb, a thumb, a thumb, a thumb, a thumb, a thumb, thumb. No. Hey, William, it's okay, man. I understand. Life happens. Hold on, time out. Eric, what's up? Eric from Kentucky, okay? Mr. Louisville Slugger himself. Where's the videos, man? What's been going on? Have I missed them or what? Greg, how you doing this evening? Wally is a guy's name. No guys' names. But I love Wally. Wally was such a good movie. I know, Eric. I know. The key is consistency. No, we're not naming it Frankenstein, but William, we are looking for. I'm taking suggestions. So no guys' names. All of my smokers have female names. So no guys' names. What up, John? How you doing? I heard you met Kirk this week. When I get down there, I will come and try to link up with you to say hi and taste your food and everything like that. It's just stainless steel table. It's fresh. Thank you, Greg. Well, I appreciate it, and it really is fresh because it was brand new. Nah, it's dope. No, Gertrude, Monica Wablinski. I give you an A for effort. You know, a capital A with a gold star for effort and creativity. But no. So, if you saw John Oliver, so last week tonight, John Oliver did a special talking about Monica Lewinsky, and it was awesome. It was pretty awesome, and I felt bad for Monica Lewinsky, but Monica Wablinski, that's just crazy. Like really? That sorry. J Smoke. Like as in J Lo, but J Smoke. So Wendy is there's Wendy again. So Lou, Wendy, Wanda, Charlotte, Winnie. I'm gonna put a mark next to Winnie because when I said Winnie, I made mention of Winnie Cooper. Uh, so we got Wendy, Wanda, Charlotte, Winnie, Spud, Winata. I guess maybe I need to change that to Winona. Hardware, obviously a name that references the lack of hardware. Wilhelmina, Miss Pieces, Lucy Goosey, Ashley, Morgan, Sally, Barbie, Wednesday, Kitty Kettle, Patty. Uh, sorry. Willabelle, Hannah, Winter. Oh my gosh, Kirklania? No! No problem, Lou, man. I understand. Adina? Or Edna, sorry. No, it kind of either has to like flow with the fact that it's like a first name. So Spud is the only guy's name that I'm leaving up there because it's a Weber and the Spud is in Spud Webb, so Spud Weber. But paint it yellow and call it Pac Man. Uh, hmm. Mrs. Pac Man. I don't know. Nope, not Rosemary. I know a good friend named Rosemary. So that's one of the deciding factors. If I know someone named Grease in Place, like a mise en place, James. Which one did your wife recommend? Dak Prescott? Uh, okay. Jonathan, I usually try to make my travel plans known to let you guys know in advance when and or if I'm going to be traveling different places because I'm always down to hang out, throw a cold one back, do a 12-ounce curl or a pint. Um, but yeah, I try to let my travel plans be known. Venus Weber. Tom is playing on both my cooking side and the Volkswagen side. Venus Weber equals VW. Kirklania. Nope. Yeah, Frenchify it. Eunice. No. Though I know a lady named Eunice from Philadelphia. Her name was Eunice Butler. It's one of those ladies you just never forget. Older woman in the church. So Barbara Weber. So my mother-in-law's name is Barbara. So probably not gonna name a grill Barbara. Just that don't wanna set that one up. Questa J says he kind of likes Miss Pieces. Um, Romero says Ginger. No Cheyenne. Chris? No Chris. Yo, y'all are hilarious. Miss Pieces. So, top 5 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Miss Pieces is definitely the dark horse. I think I'm pulling for it. Yeah, that's a lot to say, Miss Pieces. Monica Wiblinski. No, the number one is not Erica is not even on the favorites, man. I don't even think I wrote Erica down. I didn't write Erica down because you Erics who are just in numbers are trying to bogart the vote here. Eric, it's not happening. Not happening. James, don't be upset. Bruce Jenner, that's funny. Kayla, I really like Kayla. Again, I know Kayla. No, paint it green and call it Shrek. I was about to say, wait a minute, where's? Yeah, of course, Question J will come from you. What else? I don't want to paint the grill. I hate painting. Haven't I ever? Oh, excuse me. Haven't I ever told you guys that before? I hate painting. Conrad says Weber. My grandmother was named James. Lou says Kylie Kettle? Question mark. Nah, no sort of Kardashian references at all. William says, get out of my swamp. So, Greg, to be completely honest with you, I prefer choice cuts even over prime. I find that the higher fat content in the primes just doesn't do anything for me. And they are typically more expensive, and I get just about the same loss. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh, I like Charlotte too. So the top 5: Charlotte, Winnie, Spud. Oh no, we're gonna take Spud off the top 5 list. I like Spud though, but Spud's a guy's name. All right, let's see. Charlotte, Winnie, Wilhelmina, Miss Pieces, or Wednesday. So DSDAY. So between Charlotte, Wednesday, or Winnie, what do you think? What do you guys like? Just to like narrow it down. Wife says Betty Boop. Betty Boop had a big old head. But that's like the wrong generation for me, Jack. Oh goodness. Sorry. Alright, so we had 5. Charlotte, Winnie, Wednesday, Wilhelmina, and Miss Pieces. So Halloween 810 says Charlotte. I like Charlotte and I like Wednesday. I know change Christy or Christy or Christy Weber. It'd probably be Crusty Weber. This thing is getting dirty. Tennessee says Charlotte. Lou says Wednesday. Ricer says Wednesday. Crap. It's like even. Oh no, there's 2 to 3 right now. Oh, Oh, Tom, really? Betty Boop didn't have a big head? Hold on. All right, I guess it's nah, man. She had a big head. Hold on, look at this. Look at Betty Boop. Betty Boop has a big head proportionate to her body. Images. Like really, Betty Boop has a big head. Oh wait, Betty might be kind of particular because her name is Betty. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it alone. Y'all can probably laugh at that. Kentucky. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. You know what it was? You did the Kentucky Derby. That's what it was, maybe. Charlotte or Wednesday? I like Charlotte. I do. I like Charlotte. Betty is his truck's name. All right, Betty. I had an aunt named Betty. She was like a great aunt or a great aunt. Now that I think about it. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, the notepad note. Let's see. So we have Charlotte or Wednesday. Yeah, vote for Wednesday. Wednesday is when you do I know when I do my live streams. I am aware. You know how many live streams I've missed in a year and some changed? You know how many Wednesdays I've missed the live stream in a year and some change? Does anybody know the answer to that question? I'll wait. No pun intended. All right, question J. Ooh, funny. Lou, you reminded me. I thought the answer was 1, but it is not 1. I've missed 2. 1 when I was on the cruise, 2 for Thanksgiving. You're absolutely right. It has been a year and some change, and I have not missed 1. I've missed 0 this year. Golly. Y'all hear that motorcycle? I missed 2 since I started doing the live streams. 1 for Thanksgiving and 1 for while I was on the cruise. So 2. I have not missed any this year. Yeah, me too. I forgot about that. Lou, had you not said Thanksgiving, I didn't do a live stream for Thanksgiving, and I kind of posted saying, hey, hopefully you guys can understand, and y'all were cool with it. Jack, you said 3. When did I miss? Well, okay, you get me on a technicality, Lou, but I did the Wednesday live on Tuesday because of July 4th, so I didn't miss it. Loki, I don't have a problem with it. I do that too. All right, thank you. Lou says it's still 2. Goodness gracious. Now here's the next thing. When was the last time I missed a Tuesday and or Thursday upload? I know last week I missed a Tuesday and Thursday. Jack says I've officially missed 3, but I didn't. I mean, July 4th was July 4th. I knew everybody would be out popping off fireworks, so I did the live stream a day early. So that doesn't count. Like, I didn't not do one. I just did it the day before the Wednesday. I'm leaning with Lou here. I missed 2 in a year and some change. Two live streams on a Wednesday. 2. Who? Anyone else agree? Disagree? Do you agree with my count of 2, or do you think I had more? Did I have 3 because July 4th I did it the day early? Tell me. Ooh, Lou, that's what's up. That's what's up, Lou. So I am giving myself 2. I missed 2. Counts are like horseshoes and hand grenades. Smoke. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, William, I agree. Like, the charcoal, like, you guys know I have Vicky. Vicky is a charcoal burning smoker, but I put wood down at the bottom and I put a split of wood on top. Country Q, man, how you doing? Wednesday makes so much sense, he says. All right. Wednesday. So between Charlotte and Wednesday. I mean, Charlotte and Wednesday. Those are the 2 I have left. I took everything else off the list. I'm good, man. Country Q. Glad you could pop on and say what's up. Though I know it's getting late and I'm getting ready to hit the head. William, there really isn't much charcoal smoke aside from when you start the charcoal. That's why you add an additional piece of wood to help with and actually get a real smoke. Quester J, I agree. Joaquin, have a good one, man. Hopefully you're doing a lot better. Thank you for popping in and hanging out. Quester J, I agree. Wednesday definitely makes me think of Wednesday Addams as well. Nick, how you doing this evening? Willow. Willow makes me think of that movie from, was that the late 90s, early 2000s? With the guy who was, oh my gosh, why can't I think of this? But that makes me think of that Willow. Lou, great. We are definitely nitpicking. Tonight I have some Natty Bows, or National Bohemian to those who are not aware. I helped a friend do the part of a lift kit on his truck, and yes, I remember Andre the Giant being in Willow. He carried Willow. But I helped a friend of mine do a lift kit on his truck, and he brought some beer with him. Tom says Wednesday makes him think of hump day. Lou, what do you mean? What don't I do? Oh, shoot. Man, there's a lot of things I don't do. I don't run anymore. Don't run marathons. I don't. I'm just, let's see. Good Charlotte, yeah. I actually think Good Charlotte is from Maryland too. Didn't they sing that song about? Let's see. good. Uh, hmm. Yeah. Carolina Squat. What's that? Lifestyles of the Rich and Shameless. Which I see. Hold on, I have to mute you guys for a second. Oh yeah, I remember them. Jesse James, how you doing? Round is definitely a shape. Hey Eric, thank you so very much for hanging out. Definitely appreciate you. Have a good one. But yeah, so here's the song. Yep, it. That's the one. But I swear, I think I don't know. Maybe they're not from Southern Maryland, but yeah. So scriptures only too much wood is what will give you or make you have a dirty fire. A dirty fire is going to be what's going to give you dirty thick white smoke and or a bitter smoke on your food. So the reason this came about, the Tom C, who is one of the patrons. So if you haven't already and you don't know, on my Patreon page, which is linked down below, on my Patreon page, I will occasionally ask questions, and those answers to those questions can become topics for our Wednesday night discussion. Also, if you become a patron over a certain tier, you will and can get access to the videos early, as well as some of the polls and other things like that. I'm just kind of muddling my way through this right now, but there are a few of you guys who have signed up for the Patreon, and I'm greatly appreciative. Or the Patreon account and become patrons. Greatly appreciative. So I'm going to make sure I put out videos ahead of time for what I have already promised. All right. So that's pretty much it with that. So let's see. I'm going to stream trying to go for another 12 minutes. Fiery Farah. Farah is another one of those names. I know it means something in another language. Not going to do that one. I like Farah. I like the name Farah a lot. Mm. Hmm. Let's see. So Charlotte and Wednesday are the two front runners. I guess you guys want me to put it to a poll in a video form or what? Like Farrah Fawcett, William. That's hilarious. Yeah, Jesse, I did talk about how much wood. So if you haven't already or never have joined one of the live streams, the first hour I try to talk about the topic at hand. The second hour, we kind of talk about whatever it is we want to talk about. All right. Right, sir. I will definitely set up a poll, but it'll be one of those things where you will have to comment in the video, because the polls in the video, like, you'll have to actually comment in the comments below. No problem. Scriptures only. No problem. All right. Time for me to hit the hit. I will be, well, let's see. I guess I'll just try to hold it for another 10 minutes. But thank you guys so very much for hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. It makes me, not only does it make me feel better, it helps the channel immensely. So 9,900 subscribers. Brandon, how's everything, man? What's your new shop? What's up with that? Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate that, man. Cheers. What's the word on the new shop, Brandon? Yeah. All right. Well, June 3rd, it's like 2 weeks away, dog. That's what's up, Brandon. Living the dream, right? Yeah, I see what you did there, Ricer. Man, time. Almost 10,000. Almost 10,000. Almost 10,000. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. It is you. All right. Anybody still on the live stream that gets that reference, you get a high five. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe it. Well, it won't really be a poll. It'll just be, hey, comment below in that video. Probably, I guess, at this point, I'll do it for Friday. Maybe, if I remember and can film. Fridays around my job are a little demanding. But, yeah, I survived. So far, I survived. Jack says Wednesday reminds me of the creepy Addams Family girl, Christina Ricci. Romero says Caroline. Caroline wasn't on the list. Where's Charlotte? That's the closest I came to Caroline. Yes. All right. My eyes are starting to cross over, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call this. Thank you so very much. No barbecue in England time. I knew better than to try to get barbecue. There was no way I was going to do that to myself. All right, Questa J. It's coming. Slowly but surely, it's coming. As of the recording of this video, I am... Oh, goodness. Sorry. 95 followers away from 10,000. Your Highness? Really? Was the person's name? No, never heard that. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, look. It's time for me to hit the hay. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you haven't If you're new around here, please do subscribe. Hit that thumbs up bell. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Your Highness. Wow. Your Highness. Your Highness. Hey guys, thank you again, and I am gone.